time, long ago, when humans existed at a very high level of consciousness. We were interdimensional and were very psychic. We communicated through thought and emotion, much like how animals do rather than speaking or writing, which would seem very primitive. We lived primarily on a large string of islands called Lemuria, but there was a consciousness shift. We moved up in consciousness, and the islands of Lemuria sank beneath the oceans. At the time of this shift, a new continent rose out of the waters. We called it Atlantis. Back in the early 1900s, the spiritual path of the United States was similar to what's happening today. People began to learn about meditation and study ancient lands like Atlantis and Lemuria. We actually found quite a bit of evidence that Lemuria existed, and it had to do with coral. See, the ocean floor does rise and fall. Coral can exist up to 150 feet under the surface of the water. In 1910, the surface of the ocean was probably higher because they were able to see coral rings heading away from Easter Islands for a great distance. These rings were estimated to be found at 1,800 feet, which means that for them to have existed, they would have had to be much higher and sunk slowly. Probably more important, they also found the exact same fauna and flora from the Hawaiian Islands all the way to the Easter Islands. This is a great distance, but if you look at a map, you'll see a long string. That string, according to tHE, used to run along the western shores of Lemuria. It is only on these islands that have the same flora and fauna. Same trees, bugs, bacteria, everything. Science can only explain this if there were closer land bridges between these islands at one point. Although we were studying this at that time, World War I began soon after, and we lost interest in spirituality and the ancient lands for a very long time. After the sinking of Lemuria and the rising of Atlantis, at first the human race became scattered. We moved to various islands and continents all over the world because we didn't have a home. Yet. We didn't know where to go. At that time, there were about 1,000 humans at a very high consciousness, more than all of the rest. They were called the Nakals. Today, we know them as Ascended Masters. The Nakals began preparing Atlantis to be our new home. They projected their energies across the surface of the continent in the form of the Tree of Life, not with 10 circles, but with 12, an extra on top on the island of Udall, and an extra on the bottom in the water. There were 10 components on the mainland, and even though it extended over hundreds of miles on the surface, it was projected to the accuracy of a single atom. We chose to move to Atlantis because of the Kundalini. In humans, the Kundalini is often referred to as the energy serpent that runs up and down your spine. When activated, it provides an immense amount of energy through all of the chakras. The Earth itself also has a Kundalini because the Earth is alive, like an organism, running from the center of the planet to a specific place on the surface. Wherever the Kundalini resides, the people there become the spiritual leaders of the world. The Earth chose Atlantis to be the new energetic center of the planet. After Atlantis, the Kundalini moved to the mountains of Tibet, which is why the Buddhists were the leaders in pure spirituality for the last 13,000 years. It was a very pure place. It moved again within the last 10 years, but that's a story for another time. If you want to read more, check out the book The Serpent of Light by Drunvalo Melchizedek. Suddenly, in a single day, the Nakals breathed life into the Tree of Life on the surface of Atlantis. This created vortexes of energy rotating out of each and every circle. Once the vortexes were established, the children of Lemuria began to be called forth. Millions upon millions of Lemurians who had settled all across the planet began to be pulled toward Atlantis. A great migration began. However, the Lemurian body of consciousness had only reached the age of 12 as a planetary consciousness. Because we were right-brained, we were a female species, like a 12-year-old girl, and some of our centers weren't working yet. They had worked with these energies, but only mastered 8 of the 10. Each migrating Lemurian was attracted to one of these 8 centers on Atlantis, depending on the nature of the individual. There, they settled and began to build cities. That left 2 vortexes with nobody using them, not a single person. These 2 vortexes were pulling life toward them, and in life, you can't have an empty place. Life will find a way to fill it. Similar to if you were driving along a freeway, following another car, and you drop too far behind, someone will fill the place. That's exactly what happened on Atlantis. Though the Lemurians had only filled 8 of the vortex areas, Mayan records state clearly that there were 10 cities in Atlantis when it fell. You can see these records in the trUtH document, which is now located in the British Museum. This document is estimated to be 3,500 years old, and it describes in detail the sinking of Atlantis. To fill these 2 empty vortexes, according to tHE, 2 extraterrestrial races stepped in. Not 1, but 2 completely different races. The first race were the Hebrews, coming from our future. Thoth says that they came from off-planet, but we don't know where exactly. The Hebrews were kind of like a kid who went through 5th grade and didn't make it, so they had to do that grade over again. They learned all the math, the left brain stuff, but they didn't get the right brain aspect of evolving consciousness, the doing. They didn't graduate to the next level of evolution, so they had to do it again. They knew a lot of things that we didn't know yet, and brought many concepts and ideas to us that we weren't aware of yet. Now, if this is true, this would explain quite a few things about the Hebrew people in general. They seem to have many sacred geometries hidden within their culture. It also puts perspective on the story of Exodus. Perhaps Moses incarnated into that lifetime to free the Hebrews because they were not direct descendants of humans and were being treated unfairly. Or could it be that Moses was visited by an ascended master of the Hebrews who guided him to free their people? Given what we know about dimensions and consciousness, it definitely puts a fresh perspective on old stories that didn't make much sense. We could talk about this more, but let's continue for now. There were no problems caused by the Hebrews coming to Atlantis. They actually benefited our evolution. The other race that stepped in caused big problems. These beings came from the nearby planet of Mars. See, according to Thoth, Mars looked very much like Earth a little less than 1,000,000 years ago. It was beautiful. It had oceans and water and trees that were just fantastic. But something happened to them, and it has to do with something called the Lucifer experiment. From the very beginning of creation, everything is simply an experiment. Creation itself was just consciousness creating and inhabiting itself in that creation. There is no divine plan. Spirit can do whatever it wants. Having said that, if Spirit decides to cut itself off from the rest of consciousness and create a separate reality on its own, it can do that too. This is called the Lucifer experiment. Because Spirit is God, it can do this. There is nothing wrong with that. We've kind of been led to believe that Lucifer is evil and the devil. This just isn't true. Lucifer is just another means of perceiving the reality. It is not a unity perception of oneness, but rather a duality perception of two-ness. There is a flower of life pattern for Lucifer as well, but that's a big topic for another time. Anytime the Lucifer experiment has been attempted in the universe, it always ends in failure. The species will cut itself off from love and will become incredibly male, left-brained. What always ends up happening is that everyone becomes very greedy. There is no compassion for one another, and everyone ends up fighting until they end up killing themselves. More than 1,000,000 years ago, the beings on Mars joined the Lucifer experiment, and it failed dramatically. Basically, they cut themselves off from the unity of the universe and created a separate reality. When the Martians severed the love bond, they became pure male, logical beings with no emotions. What happened on Mars was that they ended up fighting. Mars became a battleground. Eventually, it became clear that Mars was not going to survive. They blew their atmosphere away and destroyed the surface of the planet. Nova recently did an episode on planetary magnetics, and they found some interesting things about Mars. The planet didn't have a magnetic system, however the surface was magnetized, implying that at one point it did, but that something happened. Now, we've been discussing the star tetrahedron before, and now I want to give you a brief understanding of the Merkaba. The Merkaba was known in ancient times as the Chariot of Ascension. It is the star tetrahedral energy field around the body. All around the world there are references to this in ancient texts. When activated to its full potential, the Merkaba, which is both a tool and part of your being, can be used to do the impossible, included but not limited to changing dimensions and traveling through the universe. Before Mars was destroyed, they built huge tetrahedral pyramids. They built 3, 4, and 5-sided pyramids, eventually building a complex that was able to build a synthetic Merkaba. After 1,000,000 years or so, it's been eroded, but the proof is there. Now, because the Martians were severed from the unity consciousness, they couldn't create a living Merkaba. They simply used it as a tool. They created a synthetic Merkaba to travel in time and find a new home. A small group of Martians tried to get away from Mars before it was destroyed, and that place they found was Earth, about 65,000 years in our past. They saw this little vortex sitting there, just pulling in life, with no one in it. They didn't ask permission. Being part of the Lucifer experiment, they just said, "Alright, let's do it." And they stepped onto that vortex, and in doing so, they joined and changed our evolutionary path. Thoth's father, Thome, was one of the Nakals who set up Atlantis on the island of Udal. That island, the top of the Tree of Life, was the brain of Atlantis, and on it was a small city called Poseidon. This city is what Plato was discussing when he said that Poseidon bore 10 children, the 10 circles on the Tree of Life. Poseidon was made of 3 rings painted in black, red, and white stones, and it was the symbol for Atlantis. The inner circle represented the Nacals. The middle circle were the priesthood, called the Maya, and the outer circle represented the regular people of Atlantis. We'll come back to this down the road. There were only a few thousand Martians who came to Earth through the synthetic Merkaba. The first thing they did when they arrived in Atlantis was try to take over the continent. They tried to declare war and invade. However, they were vulnerable due to their small numbers, compared to the millions of Atlanteans, and we finally subdued them. We were able to stop them from conquering us, but we could not send them back. When this happened on our evolutionary path, we now had the planetary consciousness of a 14-year-old girl. The Martians were an incredibly male species, and also very old. So what you had was a 14-year-old girl being taken over by a 60 or 70-year-old man. We had no choice in the matter. The Martians just stepped in and said, like it or not, we're here. They didn't care what we thought or felt about it. Really, it was no different from what the settlers of North America did to the Native Americans. Once the initial conflict was over, it was agreed that the Martians would try and understand this female thing they lacked. This emotional feeling, which they had none of at all. Things more or less settled for a while, but the Martians slowly began to implement their left-brain technologies, which the Atlanteans knew nothing about. One after the other, the Martians kept putting out these left-brain inventions until the Atlanteans slowly began to see things through their left brain. We slowly began to become a male species. The Martians gained control, bit by bit, until eventually they had all of the power, as was their intention. The animosity between Atlanteans and the Martians never subsided, not even until the end of Atlantis. They hated each other. The Atlanteans were shoved down and treated like inferiors. It was like a marriage that the female component didn't like, but the male component didn't really care if she liked it or not. It remained this way for a very long time, until about 26,000 years ago, when the next phase slowly began.
Meriwether Security Consulting. How can I help?
See, in the 1930s, Edgar Casey was channeling information.
I will direct one of our pilots to your current location.
There's something you should know. In the near future, the Earth's poles are going to shift. Casey was a brilliant man with a very strong connection to higher dimensions, where he communicated with other beings for the human race. Ultimately, it was because of his channelings that the belief system called New Age was created. This is again just putting what he was doing into boxes of understanding, because no one else understood what he was doing at that time. Nevertheless, when Casey talked, people listened. Geologists began exploring the possibility of
Get back out of the way!
Something remarkable. A string of major pieces of evidence came forth and lent tremendous weight to what Casey was saying, and they have now changed the world's view on the subject. The scientists believed that if there was going to be a physical pole shift, there would also be a change in the magnetic field.
Boys!
Where do you want to go? Okay, hold on. I really enjoy talking to you. Remember to strap on your parachute. Have you ever thought about taking some flying lessons? It's easy. The best thing about this job? They don't drug test. Man, I was so drunk last night. I'm still kind of tipsy. It's a lie. These things rarely crash. I've only crashed twice. Hope you're having fun. That's so not a good idea!
Yo, good to see y'all. I'm out. Over from LC, looking after these joints. You taking over this clubhouse? Alright. I guess you're gonna be starting some kind of MC chapter of your own? This got all the recreational facilities your crew gonna want. Darts, juke, arm wrestling table, working bar, whatever. Yo, you gotta invite some prospects. Get them to join the club, then you lay down the hierarchy. You usually need like a VP, a road captain, a sergeant at arms, definitely an enforcer. You know, something like that. Each role got its own perks and its own responsibilities. Hey, it's good to keep shit organized, because there's jobs out there folks will pay an OMC to do. Get them out of trouble with the 5-0, run protection, make hits, you know, whatever. Work goes up on the board, and you can take it if you want it. What else you need to know? There's plenty of room to store your bikes. Every club member gets a spot. If y'all want to set up a bike shop, we can make that happen. You got to pay for the work, though, on all those rides. But it's all good, because you got a cat on site. There's a spot where a gun locker can go, should y'all need the artillery stored in the building. And then we got a PC back here on an anonymity network. Ha! You seen that shit? The feds don't pick you up. You can hook it up with these internet cats to run illicit businesses. Take a look at that shit. For real. You'll thank me. And that's that, baby. I'll be in touch if you're taking any of that club business. Otherwise, enjoy the place.
Look who it is. What can I get you? That'll fix what ails you. Bye. Good luck out there.
We good to break these fools out of Bolingbroke? The transport's on the move, so intercept that shit before it gets there and set them free.
Bullshit.
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Great. So it's available for pickup at our nearest location, madam. through to Merriweather Security Consulting. What can I do for you? A helicopter will be with you shortly.
Hey there!
Okay, show us who's annoying you.
Total shit. Yeah! It's fucking time!
Ooh, baby. Oh, Riley said, what the fuck?
Fuck yeah!
Yeah. Yeah. Woo-hoo! Okay, then. Oh, yeah. You did it now. You're dead! Yeah! All right! Do it, baby! You're so fucking dead. Get it! Vámonos! Do it! Let's get balls in. Woo! Watch out! Madre santísima!
Fucking die!
Fuck go! Walk on past your motherfucker! Shit! Woo! Yeah! Woo, baby! Okay! Hey, pendejo, you know where you're at?
Fuck yeah!
That's it! Yeah!
Ah! Shit!
Woo-hoo! Go for it! You ain't welcome round here, chump! Go! Yeah! You did it, though! Yeah! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Yes! Woo! Get the fuck out of here! You! All right! Wow!
We're done. Good work out there. Party at the clubhouse, 'cause you're getting paid.
They offered me a job in corporate, and I said no. This is where I belong.
sent to exotic locations for permanent body modification.
Pirates love green. Why not get ass implants in Somalia? Or a second penis installed in Tijuana. Implant outsource. Mondays on CNT. Impotent Rage. The liberal superhero. Impotent Rage.
supplies are loaded, waiting for collection. Anything gets in your way, you go around it, or you make it disappear. All right then. That'll keep him busy on the floor.
What's up, Chief? Hey there. No silly regulations to worry about here, boss. Looking to do some damage, huh? Let me know how you get on.
Until next time.
Yo, you gonna get these dudes their bricks? The Connect is some Azteca dude. Head on over there and pick it up.
Look here, the president of the motorcycle club.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? I'll bring it to you. I'll get back to it then.
See you at home for karaoke next week.
Nice, you did it big out there. There's a check in the mail for you, MC.
Fuck me.
We got an opportunity, boss. Some hot product just came up. More expensive than a normal shipment, but more profit potential too. You want to go for it? Come back to the office soon to make the deal.
Make yourself comfortable. We'll try and make it as smooth a flight as possible. Your office? Okay. I'll be back whenever you need me.
I really want to know from the people who actually think that they got a place in here with this evil bullshit that's about to take place. They gonna
Good to
actually
see you, boss.
survive this shit. That's crazy.
No, I will not confirm. Why would I say that on the phone? You think I'm stupid?
Oh shit. She called me over here when hot product machine got shit.
wasn't going to be huge. That's the level we operate at.
Some bullshit. I sit here and I think about all that can happen to me to still be here and to be able to articulate all the things that I've been through here. Just like right now, I'm moving my legs. But anyway, it is what it is. When you was taught to do something, and then you told the truth, showed the truth, know the truth, to feel the truth. Because truth is just that, the truth, period. And the period is the full periods of your life being here for me to be able to give you the full periods, for me to be able to give you 4 words beginning with L, ending with E, 1 word beginning with L, ending with E, that sums it up how we all came to be here, and it happens to be the Creator's original name before man changed it in order to confuse you up in what the truth is, being in you. It's a shame, people, to say that it is what it is. We are the sheeple to these people until we wake up out of the delusion that they didn't put us in dealing with this TV that tell lies to your vision when it comes down to the news. But then when it comes down to some of the movies, they're giving you some of the shit they're about to do to you before they even do it to you. I'm just saying. Because I wouldn't be surprised some of these old tapes that's coming up now is coming up now because they putting it out. You see? Because now they want you to get more confused in what the truth is, so you don't know the real truth is in you. It's not on no TV. It's not on no book. It's in you, all around you, all at the same time. That's what makes this journey that we on so divine. Yes, there is a divine creator, and that divine creator is in you to be a creator too. I gave my life up not knowing the truth, but then my life was given back to me to live out the truth, to live life not to the left, not to the right, and not backwards, to live my life straight with the love, not the hate, with the love that is with the love unconditional that is the Creator itself. Think about what you're saying, people. One thing that you can't say in vain, and that's when you tell somebody you love them, but you don't feel the same. That could change the whole world. So when you think about love unconditional, that's a feeling that you can't control or explain. But I can explain it to the point where you can see it. I can have it to the point where you can articulate it yourself to explain it yourself. Because it was explained to me to explain to you, but the Creator told me you gonna believe what you want to. But this is just that, the truth. And the truth is better than believing, especially when you know the one that created all that there is to be here. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready for the truth because y'all don't want the truth, because y'all know that the truth is going to set you free, and the only place where you can be freed at, and that's your heart. But then when you realize to know that your heart is the only part of you that's truly smart, that's when you going to get it. You're not going to understand or understand what I'm saying. You going to get what I'm saying. As soon as you sit down and filter things through your heart. It's all about the time, baby. It's all about the divine Creator wouldn't be divine if the Creator were to control your mind and take away your life and your free will. That is the reason why the Creator is in you, with you wondering why you are a small I and I am with the one. I'm just saying.
Text to speech unavailable here. Text to speech unavailable here. On-screen keyboard, red tab. G capital, T capital, T capital, top. Two, more on T, T, T. Backspace, state, T, root, R, T. Press keyboard. On-screen keyboard, red. G capital, T capital, top. Two, one, N capital. N capital, two, capital. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Like I was saying, love, never hate. I'm with the one that started everything out for it to have even a number one. Because I'm with the one that started everything out with you just putting a period down on anything. Because I know the periods just as well as I know 4 words beginning with L, ending with E, just as well as I know the Creator's original name starting with L, ending with E, because I know what the Creator gave me to tell to you, because giving is way better than taking. We gotta wake up, people. We gotta wake up from the bullshit that we've been taught to believe in, to be bullshitted in the truth, in the real of us living in this world all together. Now, let me explain to you that all and that two together. It ain't one together. It's two together, because two is better than one when you know the divine one that created everything with the will to be done. And the only way is to love, never hate, but we human. Good is good all the time when you're dealing with the divine of creating good. It takes the creations to create bad, for anything bad to happen, cause and effect. But we were taught to read and believe what we read because they wanted us to believe in what they were saying. I'm so happy the divine and told me why I got a peace of mind, body, and soul is because I know the truth. I don't bullshit with the bullshit that was taught to me no more. I give one to you. Here today, gone tomorrow. Some people say good saying, some people say bad saying. I would say don't say it, because no such thing. It's here today, gone tomorrow. Here today, gone today, because nobody's promised tomorrow. You got to deal with divine creator of first, meaning the race that you trying to run is already won by the number one creator of you, for you to be a creator too. I don't fight no more. I just love more and care more, but dislike a lot of things. But the things that I dislike is not people. It's just the things that people do, not knowing what the truth is within them. A lot of y'all don't want to be held responsible for knowing the truth. That's why y'all believe in the bullshit that y'all do. And then y'all pass it on to y'all kids. You don't have to worry about me. Ain't no more bullshit in me. I ain't got no time to be playing with y'all. Y'all ain't no kids. And it's a series of things all to play with you now is for me to be a fucking kid. Because I'm just straightforward with the truth being just that. The truth. Period. It is what it is. I want you to know the truth for you. To know for yourself. People lie. The numbers don't. All my numbers add up to me right here. Right now. Telling you the truth. What is in you. Being the love of the unconditional love in you. The only creator within you that loves you unconditionally. Because you can get mad with you. I'm just saying. That's why I don't run no races. I don't play against nobody in no video game. It's just me, myself. It ain't in me no more. Now that I know the truth, I'm not playing. So, while I roll up, and then I just get into my tub, because it is what it is. I can't do nothing but show y'all my love. And my love for life and living. Now I know how I'm living, to what I'm living for. The truth is the truth. I love you more than you love you. That's the truth. Boy. People. We got some serious shit going on under the scenes. And a lot of y'all people are asleep. Yes, y'all really asleep. A lot of y'all are really asleep. Because a lot of y'all are really asleep and awake all at the same time. But y'all don't know the truth to the truth being the divine creator that gave you the mind to have any type of thoughts to be with. So I'm just blown away for how many people that want to say different things towards what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is all that is in you to be here, knowing the love of the Creator is unconditional, going for you to go to infinity. Just love Him because He is you wanting shit to stop. Y'all can fight between that Jesus, that God, that Holy Ghost, the devil. All that's a whole bunch of men to get you confused, to not know that it's all about the woman. And what I mean by it's all about the woman, the man is here to be strong. The man is here to do things for the woman. His better half to make him whole. The truth is the truth. They go together. Not no man and no man, or no woman and no woman. It is what it is. Kids are not supposed to be experiencing with this. Because to come together, literally, come together, is to come together in the Creator's original name. Love. Do you see the power of just the word? But the coming together part is the word. All the same. When the vagina has the penis penetrated, all things begin with the liquid that shoots out of the penis into the vagina for life to begin. Man, y'all don't want to go there. Y'all ain't ready for that yet. I'm ready for y'all to know exactly what the truth is in you, so you can never forget that shit. Because once you get a touch of knowing the divine light that comes on in your heart, you will definitely have a change of mind, body, and soul experience. So after your change of mind, body, and soul experience, if you don't feel like you love everything, because you know that the reason why shit is so fucked up because people don't know the truth. That is nothing but the love that the Creator feels for me first, and now I feel it for you. Because the Creator already told me I don't have to love the Creator back. Because the Creator is the love that the Creator is for giving me life back. To live here straight as an arrow, shot at a target knowing it's going to hit in the middle. To be here sharp as a razor that can cut a hair follicle down the middle. Because I don't just know what I'm talking about. I can paint a picture for you to see what's coming out my mouth. It's nothing but the truth. So help me love more. Did you hear that? See, it ain't so help me God, the bullshit that was taught to us. There's many gods, but there's only one divine, loving you, unconditional Creator. And that's within for you to be without. Because everything outside of you was created for you to enjoy. Do you know how long it was before the divine decided to create us to be in, to give the peace of mind and all the requirements to create from? Y'all don't want to go there. Y'all ain't ready for the truth. Y'all don't want the truth. Y'all want to be educated dumb. And I'll say this to you, algorithms, as I say to you, computer, for taking control. Y'all people can live there and believe whatever the fuck y'all want, but I'm telling y'all the truth so y'all can know. We gonna build the AI, and right now they already did it. The intelligence of the AI, it's gonna do the people in. But the trip part about it though, on the algorithm system that the AI is working on, when the AI start to realize that the ones that created AI are the bad guys, that's when they're going to do them wrong. Because this is not the will of the divine Creator that started everything up between two. That man and that woman. It is what it is. It do what it do. This is not of that. This is of man-made up bullshit. Because when you think about everything that we go through as far as the war is concerned, it ain't nothing but a whole bunch of fucking men. Ain't got no women in that shit. Yeah, they put Colorado Rice, or whatever that lady's name is. They just want to put a black woman in some bullshit to say that they said they got her in. I'm just trying to tell you so you can know what the truth is. Not just the truth that's in you, but the truth that's happening around you too. Because people lie, the numbers don't. And I'm going to tell you the number that's going to add up to you knowing the truth is within. Shit. Think about it. Feel your chest. Where do your heart beat at? Inside or out you? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why it's inside you for you. Because it is and it always will be beating for the divine Creator of all there is to know and see. Because believing is for you being a kid. Because we was lied to believe in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and that's all we did. We believed in the shit that we was taught to believe in as kids. And that is exactly how they got you thinking about this God and this Jesus bullshit. To have you still acting like kids. They don't want you to pick up the pieces to being told a lie and start living for the truth from within inside. Being a divine creator of everything. Of all there is, has been, and will be created. Good or bad. But the creator don't create the bad. The creations do. It is what it is. Some of y'all so stuck on stupid. Y'all don't want to be straight. Because y'all know that straight gonna show that y'all been stupid for a long time. A lot of y'all just don't want to see yourself looking like that in the mirror. But I'm telling you, from the divine creator of all of us having life all here together. No pain. Sometimes. No gain. Let the lies go. Now that you know they lies, how can you hold on to them and tell them to your children? Now that you know that it's all about propaganda, how could you spread it and ruin it? You actually ruining your kid's life when you look at the lies that was told to you. If they done got you to a point where you good, hey, the truth is the truth. Now you can be better. And I mean better not in running no race against nobody. I'm just saying better as in better living here, loving and caring for everybody. Because we all come from one divine creator. Meaning, good or bad, you have to be created. But the good creator is the number one, the first. Created out of nothing but a feeling of being alone. And I'll put my head on the chopping board on that. Because I done been where y'all trying to go. I'm just trying to go back. That's indeed indeed. Well, I ain't trying to go back. I know I'm going back. let me freshen that up a little bit for you, peepers. I ain't trying to go back. I know I'm going back. So I'm trying to get you to know this here facts is the facts. Going back is coming back here, how you leave here. And I'm going to leave here on good terms with the creator of being here. Not just my mama and my dad. I'm talking about the divine creator of you just having the thoughts of you being a baby. And that's all that you have. I love you more than you love you, and we gonna do what do. We gonna sit on this Grand Theft Auto and we gonna tell the truth. Cause it's time has been overdue for us to come together and tell the fucking truth. And the truth is, when we come together, we can't be stopped loving and caring for each other. Because they got us wanting to fight each other. That's why they gotta spray the air. They gotta fuck up the water. They gotta fuck up the earth. And what they're doing, that shit go together. So, I'm just saying, think about it, people. Because I ain't playing. I want y'all to live and think for yourself for a change.
Text to speech unavailable here. Text to speech unavailable here. Triangle button. Information. Text to speech unavailable here. On screen G. G capital. Close keyboard.
Two of them.
Theft Auto 5.
Two of them, baby. Let's see who's going to win. It's like, what can I do but send out the love and vibrations that I do, and then just tell y'all what the truth is in you. All you have to do is stand up for it and tell it. See, the it was labeled as God and Jesus. And that's the twist of the people who realize that they could label it. And that's just it. The divine cannot be labeled when the divine is all to be the label. So how can you label something that cannot be contained? Life is a mystery. You're going to only know the truth that you know. And it is what it is when you know it. It ain't no bullshit when you know it. You can say you believe, but that's just it. The truth is the truth. That's all you're doing is believing in some shit that was told to you. I know what I'm talking about because I went through what I'm talking about to be able to explain it and show it. How I can show it? I'm here living it. Because I know now from the divine, I ain't going nowhere until it's time. So all I can do is let you know the truth so you can know the truth for you. Because me is really upside down WE, meaning we all as one. People being created to be creators too. Come on, people. The spark in you is the spark for you to know that's the reason you go. What reason you go to do after that death is the divine gift that the Creator gave to you to know. So if you're a singer, you should be singing for the Creator that's in your heart, body, mind, and soul. Not for some bullshit that was taught to you that was outside you so you can grow up, so somebody can have a hold on you. Because what sets you free is to know what's good, to know what's bad, to know that empathy and reciprocity is embedded in your ass. So y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready to know the truth because y'all ain't ready to be held responsible for the truth. It's all on us, people. There's no such thing as he got the whole world in his hand. That's all man-made up bullshit. Meaning, that's nothing but propaganda bullshit. He, as in y'all been thinking God as in being a man. God is the government. God is a whole bunch of men. But the divine creator is neither man nor woman, white nor black. It's the divine light that comes on in your heart. The beat of the magnetic rotational pull of this earth is all in tuned inside of you with Mother Nature. So it's like it's a whole cabal that we in a ball. That's really a circle. What goes around comes around. Cause and effect. You put down some bullshit, you're gonna get some bullshit back. It is what it is, and it's all in you to fucking know. We've been taught to believe in bullshit like Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and the motherfucking Tooth Fairy. And then after that, some God and some Jesus to get on our knees and pray to some God in the sky that looks just like Santa Claus. And then they got a picture of him in the sky with a whole bunch of children. And then he lays up there and reached down his hand to touch Adam's finger. And that's some bullshit, because it's a pedophile, a whole fucking picture of some bullshit. Because it was a whole bunch of children and a man and men. Y'all allowing people to have y'all think that y'all God's children. No. You are the Creator's greatest creations of all to be in. The conscious thinking fucking human. But that's just it. The fucking part y'all doing literally. Y'all doing too much of fucking and not enough making love to be creating another one or two of you. I'm just saying. But I'm giving you the truth from the divine creator of me and you. For me to know that you are me and I am you. To know that you are a small I with your hand in the sky, going to the left and to the right, wondering why you are here. When I am the big I, just like the eye in the sky, being the one and only sun shining bright in the sky here. Spelled S-U-N, meaning the S is half of infinity, and the U in the N is in you, being here is in you. I'm just saying, I love you more than you love you, because I tell you the truth so you can know the truth for you, but you gonna believe what you want to. But I tell you that the lies are what was told to you, and people lie, and the numbers don't. Just add my lies up. I say add my lies up. The lies that most people tell, add them all up, and the number could come outrageous to number, what, 1,001? As the lies that lies on top of the lie that started the lie, how you gonna get back to the lying part of you lied in the number one? Why? Why lie is gonna always be the reason why you lie in the first place. To lie is why. When you don't want no one to lie to you. So, why not tell your children the truth if you want them to tell you the truth? Why lie? Now, because of the society that we're living in, we have to lie in some type of things because we're human. But I like this here. The truth is the truth. If I could hold myself under microphone all day, every day, I'll let the microphone rip, because I'm always telling you the truth. Because I know that we're heading in some fucked up treaded waters. Because they got too much control over the airwaves. The TV is fucking you up. The video games is fucking you up. The technology, the so-called medication, oh, that one there, that's a whole nother station. Because I'm sitting here getting a headache just thinking about that one. Oh man. If you got someone that you really care about, what you need to do is get them out of the nursing home and to your house, and then be their provider, and get a paycheck to take care of your loved one. And it is what it is. Why live without them when you don't have to? I surely wish they wouldn't have killed my mama. Yeah, the doctors killed my mama when they fed her with all that chemo bullshit, and then they killed her also the big tobacco you did dealing with the cigarettes. But like I said again, it was her choice to smoke, but it wasn't her choice to die of a suffering death dealing with them doctors and their bullshit. Because if I knew what I know now, I could have sat my mama down and put her on a diet, and she'll still be here. And the lungs that they made collapse, we'll get them back to life. Because it's all about this body and the divine creator within you, for you to be a created tool, working within you for your body to work straight. Not to the left, not to the right, not backwards. One thing backwards that's supposed to be in your life is you thinking about when you was a child, thinking about the good memories of you having a life. But like I said, can't people, it's all on you to be in you to know. We're not kids, no motherfucking more. because we literally at the stage of motherfuckers. Meaning, y'all motherfuckers will fuck anything, hopefully, besides y'all mother. Because that's how doggish men, so-called men, are today. And you know who I'm talking about. So I don't even have to say. A lot of you men out there today are nothing but dogs that'll stick your dick anywhere. It is what it is. That ain't okay. But some people feel like it's okay because they feel like there is no God. Yes, there is no God, but there is a divine creator that holds you accountable. So therefore, the creator is never, ever, ever gonna do you no harm. Because the creator only wants nothing but you to be good and have love and have all things that you would want. But never hate. Never want you to suffer. Never want you to go through anything painful. But it is what it is when it's cause and effect. We ain't living in no fucking magic fucking trick. Let me tell you how much of not we living in the magic trick we living in. If you want a miracle, let me tell you where a miracle can come from, knowing what the Creator truly is, being within. A miracle will be the spark in someone's heart from the Creator touching them, which is the Creator doing nothing. But their choices aren't in tune with the straight being, the loving, unconditional Creator. Because any trillionaire, billionaire, or millionaire can always go be a miracle to any family that's dealing with some tragedy that's about to end their lives. A trillionaire can go jump on a motherfucking airplane and stop everything from happening in Africa. But do they do it? Nope. So, how can they truly be believing in something truly good? They ain't doing no good with the bad that they got. And that's the money. Because it's bad when you ain't got it. Because that's what makes things not funny. And that makes people violent. Why? It is what it is. I'm tripping. Ha-ha. But I love you more than you love you. And I can prove it to you when I ask you to ask yourself, who's in between you loving you? If you don't say nobody, because literally it is nobody. Because there's nobody that's in you that loves you unconditionally when you sometimes give up on you. The Creator within you never gives up on you. The truth is the truth. All you gotta do is stand up and tell it. But I can't stand. I'm in a wheelchair. I can still roll and tell it because they can't shut me up now. It's on and popping. I'm like Orville Redenbacher. Ha 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 ha. It is what it is, people. Why hate? Why hate anything? I dislike a sack of shit, pedophile and son of a bitch that ain't worth the spit if I was to spit out my mouth on the concrete. I love him as him being here with me, being part of me. I love him. But I dislike his choice because he wasn't taught to know better. His belief system is so fucking twisted up because he's twisted up not knowing he's in a system. When you are in knowing the truth, you are in not knowing no system. You are not knowing the truth is within you to know. So you're not on some system that you don't know about. You are on what you know and not on a system. Because the truth is in you. And the truth is not a system. It is what it is. The truth. Oh, thank you, love, for explaining that one there, because I almost got lost for a second there. But I'm back. Yes, I am. the truth. But people. I just do what I do. Cause I don't want nobody to believe me in that God and Jesus bullshit like you used to believe Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy. And now that you know that's not the truth. All you gotta do is just fill your hearts and think about love, the unconditional feeling that you can't control or explain. Why did someone give the Creator a name like God or anything of that type of name when there's only one name, one word you can say in vain? And that's when you tell someone you love them and you don't feel the same. When they find out that you lied to them, that could change the whole world. And a man could never be making love. And a woman could never be making love. Because they can never be making another one of each other. See, when a man and a woman come together, they come together after knowing each other. That's how they fall in love, to come together, literally come together and create one of each other in the Creator's original name, love. Mm-hmm. It's crazy people. You sit there and think about it. It's like if I could ask you the question, if you was given $10 trillion, what would you do with $10 trillion? What would you do with $10 trillion? Oh, that's fucked up. I'm just not seeing your phone call, bro. That's bullshit, bro. Oh, that's bullshit. I'm gonna see if let me leave a message. So I can tell you how much bullshit this is. I'm looking at my phone and then, oh, that's bullshit. Oh. Love is all we have and truth is all we have. And when you put them together, that's as divine as having a peace of mind. Because to hate and not know what hate is. Most of y'all say love, but not know what love is. But when you know, you compare to tell people what you know, but still let them know it is what it is. But they're going to believe what they want to. Having a peace of mind, people. It's horrible when you want to share with so many people, but no one knows what you are together. The relief of all these worldly goods that you think is goods, but not nothing but things. Because all that's good is in knowing the truth is in the people to stand up and be accounted for. Because the Creator gave them life, the Creator gave them free will, the Creator gave them the choices to create bad or good. But your bad thoughts will come from the things that you see around you, the things that you see on TV, the things that you flash through will leave a stain in your brain too. Sometimes wander off. She gotta wake up, people. We gotta wake up, people. We gotta just sit down and deal with then to know that you'll never be without, when you'll never be alone, when the Creator is in you to be a creator too. The truth is the truth, period. And that period is you, to know now. Here today, gone tomorrow. Bullshit. Here today, gone today. Because you can die now. But when you know the truth, what is there to fear? When you know that you was born here not knowing nothing, but you was born here to know the truth of why you are here. And the truth is, you are all here together to help out one another, to love and care for each other, not to want to love to fuck each other. It is what it is. The love is supposed to be expressed between two people in a sexual way. And that's not really sexual. That's really to use to create another one of us human. But y'all play with the shit, man. Shit. Y'all play with the Creator like it ain't shit. Y'all fucking having sex, turning the Creator's name, love, straight into fucking having sex. It is what it is. Man. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. It hurts when you just want to spread the love. For people to understand, overstand, and understand what's so divine about the divine, meaning them not controlling their mind, giving them free will and their choices. But we are allowing people to actually control us by what we believe in and what we fear. Wow. When we already know we don't work by remote control. So why do you think it's a God in the sky controlling you? We've been snookered, we've been bamboozled, we've been hooded, we've been done up, we've been messed over. It's a beautiful thing to know, but it just don't feel good knowing other people don't. So all I can do is just spread my vibrations of all my love. Because when the Creator loved us all to be here first, I give all the love back to this earth and everything on here. Because I already know we all one. And we all in this journey all together. It is what it is. We gotta wake it up, people. We gotta do better. Better we gotta do. And better, we gotta do it all together. It all is what the Creator is in you to be here and to know it. Because to be actually straight up with you, as Creator telling you to tell you, it is embarrassing for you to not know the truth is in you to know. Not to be believed in something that was taught to you, like Santa Claus, eat punch and two-thirds. And then you find out that all the people that basically taught you that shit was liars. Because I asked you the question, do you know the heart of the men who wrote the Bible? Because if you don't know the hearts of the men who wrote the Bible, these men could have been just heartless men giving you whatever they were feeling they wanted to. I'm just telling you, it is what it is when the truth is truth and the truth is in you. It's horrible. It's horrible to say that there's so many people who are trying to buy their way into heaven, trying to pay for a piece of God. All the while they got the divine creator and them creating only after for them being stupid. Why? Why is the question for you to be asking if you don't know? And if somebody gives you some bullshit about you need to be having faith, you need to explain to them what is faith, unless you know. See, I have faith because I don't believe nothing that y'all say no more. I have faith in anybody I'm talking to, they're going to tell me the truth. Because I'm not nobody for them to lie to. So, I'm not going to base my life on what they say. I'm just going to listen to what they say. Even if it's the truth or not. It is what it is. When I find out it's the truth, I'm going to say thank you for giving me the kind and courtesy of telling me the truth. Because I can ask a lot of you out there just for you to tell the truth. When somebody asks you, do you care for them, but you don't know them, do you really say you care for them out the bottom of your heart, even though you don't know them? You see, until you can feel something like me, I wouldn't say just like me, something like me, you will know what the truth is coming out of me. And
they found some stuff for you.
Yeah, they bammed on the door like the police.
Hmm?
I said they bammed on the door like the police.
And put it in there.
So like I say again, the truth is coming out of me. Because I have no reason to lie.
I put you and
Why?
Mr. David down as a reference. If I had to redo something in the applicant on the